It is October 18th, 1958. In the gym of the Brookhaven National Laboratory, a physicist is testing his invention one last time. His name is William Higginbotham, co-developer of the atomic bomb, later a committed peace activist, and now also inventor of the first video game. In a few hours, he will show his passion project to the public. If only he knew that this invention would go down as one of the most disastrous in history.
To fans, they represent a challenge, but to critics, they are a menace.
Internet gaming addiction.
Let's go. GG's, Jungs.
Unable to walk away from online video games.
Consequences are depression and, in extreme cases, even death.
Dopamine has everything to do with how you feel right now. It has everything to do with how you will feel an hour from now.
Because anyone can play the game of life. But to win, there's only one way. Friday evening. Another stressful week. You just ate a pizza and are now looking forward to your well-deserved weekend. Already 10 PM? You quickly grab a cold drink from the fridge, because your friends are already waiting in Discord. For the next few hours, you're going to block out everything around you.
Come on.
One shot.
Down.
Let's go. Down.
Shoot the guy on the left.
Faster.
50, 50.
1 HP. Down. Down.
I'm down. Come on, you got this. I got you. Shoot the right guy. Hit.
Let's go.
Come on.
GG's, boys.
Hey, that was really fun. But I have to go off now.
It was fun.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah, good night.
And suddenly, you're all alone. Everything around you seems so grey and so lonely, and you just wish you could get that feeling one more time. If only there were a way to live your life like a video game. There is. But let's start from the beginning. William Higginbotham's revolutionary invention has become a billion-dollar business. The product? Dopamine. When you start up your favorite game, your brain recognizes this as something good and releases dopamine. This dopamine then activates areas of the brain associated with reward and pleasure. The result? Your dopamine levels rise. You are happy, motivated, and feel invincible.
Because dopamine has everything to do with how you feel right now as you're listening to this. It has everything to do with how you will feel an hour from now. It has everything to do with your level of motivation and your level of desire and your willingness to push through effort.
That was Dr. Andrew Huberman, a neuroscientist at Stanford School of Medicine, and he sums it up well. Without dopamine, nothing would work. But there's also a dark side that the industry doesn't tell you about. Because every high is followed by a low. Your dopamine level drops, even lower than it was before the round. The only way out? One more round. Your dopamine levels rise again, but this time not as high as the first time. Finally, after the round, it plummets. This is exactly how addiction develops. It's not without reason that more and more young people are now addicted to computer games. In Germany, in 2023, there were more than 600,000 young people. The consequences are depression and, in extreme cases, even death. But of course, the gaming industry doesn't tell you about this. Tennis for Two was developed for one specific reason only. Higginbotham wanted to show that the analog computer could do far more than just strategic warfare. To do so, he programmed a system that precisely calculates the trajectory of a tennis ball and can be controlled via a controller. The result? Two people could compete against each other and use a button and a dial to find out who was better at tennis. Back then it was groundbreaking, but today it seems boring because now there are sound effects, multiplayer, level and reward systems. The mechanisms to keep you addicted are becoming more and more sophisticated. And with great success, major game publishers like Mojang, Epic Games and Respawn Entertainment have been reporting player numbers in the millions for years now. The trend is rising, but what is it that captivates us so much? It's actually simple psychology. And because it's so simple, gaming has something good about it. Because we can learn from it and apply the principles of video games to our lives instead of just being at their mercy. Almost every modern video game has some kind of leveling system. There is Super Mario with actual levels, Clash of Clans with town halls, or even GTA with XP systems. And with each level you gain, it gets harder and more time consuming, but our character also gains more skills and improves. In real life, we often have the problem of not even knowing where we stand. In the game, it's pretty clear. You usually just have to look on the bottom of your screen to see your level. In real life, it's harder, which is why many people lose motivation and quit. But there is one incredibly effective measurement: habit tracking. A study of more than 1600 people found that those who kept daily records lost twice as much weight as those who didn't. The explanation is simple. Tracking provides a visual stimulus and the release of dopamine. It's satisfying to cross off your to-do list, write a workout entry, or mark another day in your calendar. And more importantly, your goal stays present. To make the whole thing as easy as possible for you, I recommend downloading an app like Streaks. It's simple, clear, and does its job as a habit tracker, but alternatives like Notion, journaling, or to-do list also work, of course. The most important thing is simply that you keep track of your progress and are able to reach a new level every day. But even if you keep an eye on your progress, your motivation will eventually disappear, just because the reward is missing. James Clear describes it in his bestseller Atomic Habits as the first commandment of behavior change. Because what is rewarded gets repeated, what is punished is avoided. Video games got that down. They motivate you to play daily because otherwise you lose your progress. For example, if you don't play Clash of Clans for a week, you return to your completely destroyed village and all of your resources are gone. But if you play every day, you'll be rewarded with loot boxes, battle passes and exclusive skins. And we can copy that. So find a fixed reward to work towards. It could be a vacation, a concert, or even just a completely free day. It's all about motivation. Sadly, these actions won't be enough either, unless you understand this. What do Mario, Steve and Master Chief have in common? They all have a task, one long-term goal. And it doesn't really matter whether they have to save a princess, defeat the Ender Dragon, or protect humanity. Every small step brings them closer to their goal. And it has to be the same for you, because anyone can play the game of life. But to win, there's only one way. Find your goal, your passion, your meaning in life. If you have found that and believe in your goal, gaming no longer controls you, but you control your life. I don't exactly know what your purpose is. It's hard to say generally speaking, because everyone has a different goal. For William Higginbotham, the goal was to make the world a better place. Whether or not he achieved that is another question.